Hi everyone, it's Bobbi-Jo and welcome to my home. I am coming to you with a little bit of a tutorial. It's somewhat quick, I hope. And just to let you know, my work surface, it's not the prettiest. This is to keep, I have two glass mats, and this is to keep the stuff from falling down in it while they're together, and there might be some glare. I'm sorry. And Mario is watching his little Korean shows there that he giggles at, so just be aware of that. So what I have is a few people mentioned that they'd like to see how I made this. This is not a bag. This is just, so I've just something that was made. This is not my idea, and I cannot locate. I'm assuming they're all over the place though. Cannot locate a tutorial on it. So yeah, so I figured I would show you guys how to do this. So there it is. So what I do is I take a 12 by 12. You see that this has already been manipulated because I keep having interruptions. So we'll try to get through. And so I take my 12 by 12 and I bring the sides in, and I make it so that I try to align it so that it's about 1/8 of an inch on them. So I'm just going to do that, try to make sure that I get my 1/8 of an inch all the way up. There. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't. So I am going to burnish as always. I make sure I do that. So this I'm sorry about my chair there going. Marianne, I had to fix it yesterday, and now it's like cranky. But the back of it is not falling off. That's the main thing. Okay, so I just put some glue there, some Aleene's. I love Aleene's. I'm going to burnish it all the way. All right, so yeah. So then what I do is I bring it up approximately, and yeah, I bring it up approximately 4 inches. So you're just folding the bottom up about 4 inches. Now, at this point, you need to decide where you want this fold. Is it on the side where you have the join, or do you want the join down here? And personally, I like the join so that it's here because I'm going to cover this part of it. So I know it's going to be covered. I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, you're just folding it up. Really simple. So then I take it's 4 by 2 inch, a 4 by 2 inch piece of cardstock. I usually use my 110 cardstock, but you don't need to necessarily. So I, on the side that's got 2 inches, I go down every 1/2 inch so that you end up with this, you end up with that M. So you're going to have this where you scored every 1/2 inch. You're going to fold down, make a mountain, fold, make a valley, and make another mountain. And that's how you. So when I put these in, I'm going to put these in without glue first. Then I'm going to fold this up, and I'm going to see if it hits too high. So you can see that my 4 inches, I didn't quite get it right when I folded up. I didn't get the full 4 inches. So I'm going to cut a little bit off this. So I'll take my, and again, you don't need to be exact. People aren't going to be looking at all your measurements, etc. Okay, so now it fits in there without showing up at the top. So now I'm going to take this one, this, because you need 2 of those. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to snip at the same spot. So just to make sure they're both even. Hope I'm being clear here. Okay, and then what I do is I start gluing. So what you're going to do, you've got to make sure that your mountains, these things right here, are facing out. All right? Because you don't want this part facing out, because people will see the things. So you're going to attach it and make sure your mountains are out. So I'm going to show you what I do. Now, if you have directional paper, and I'm going to be doing one here soon, if you have directional paper, you have to decide which side you're going to have directional. So is this going to be directional, or this going to be directional? I'll show you mine. I'm going to do one anyways, so I'll show you what I do with mine. So I'm going to put glue on both of these. I swear by Eileen's. Some people swear by Barely Art. Some people swear by... So I'm going to bring up that mountain fold so that it's right at that edge. So if you look, take a look at it, that mountain fold is right at the edge. And you're going to come up and you're going to attach that so that you've got it flat. I'm going to do the other side too, so don't worry if you... So this one here, again, you want that so that those mountain folds, these, are facing out. So that they're right there. And you want to bring them to the edge of that paper. I'm hoping I'm making it clear. I'm not exactly the clearest person at times. So I get it. And we're almost done gluing. And then I'm just going to kind of squeeze that. Slide it in. Make sure it's coming up to the paper. And don't worry if you get like little, you're going to cover that part, so. All right, so that's in. What I like about Eileen's is you glue it and it does not take long at all to dry, or at least grip. So what I do with mine, and because I want the person to know that there's one in here as well as here and here, is I have a 3/4 inch punch, and I have determined the center of this punch, and I just have pencil marks where the center is, and that's where I come up to. I can, when I have that now, I know I've got the center of that notch. So I come up to my, so I just, again, I'm not putting too much, so I'm going to try to line it up with that. Okay. And then we'll go down here and do the same thing. Now I try to line it up with the one on top. Sometimes it doesn't work out, sometimes it does. So that is it. That's how easy it is. Another thing I'm going to be trying as well is having tabs on these instead. Having little tabs rather than having the notches so that the person knows it's in there. So for my directional paper, let me see where I put it. Oh, there. Okay. So for my directional paper, you've got to decide. Okay, so this is, oh, this isn't really directional, is it? Anyways, so when you're doing this, you kind of have to decide. Let me get some directional paper here. Okay, so some of these should be upside down. Right? No, I don't have any directional paper. However, just keep in mind that when you have directional paper and you're doing this, and say these little trees were all going up, all going in one direction. So you have to decide if the trees are going this way up and you flip this up, the trees are going to be upside down. Or you can make it so that this is upside, the trees are upside down on this side, and you do it that way and have the trees up right side up. Hoping that's making clear. I thought I had directional paper, but I guess I don't. So, yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys. They're really easy to make, and you can stuff them full. I thought, too, is maybe I could stuff them, like, with hot chocolate and stuff like that. Not just, yeah, I've been putting crafts in them, but you can put hot chocolate in them. Some, like, in here, it's definitely big enough. You could put, like, a chocolate Santa or something in there because it opens quite wide. So, yeah, I kind of like it. So, anyways, I hope that helped somewhat. I know I'm not the best tutorial person, so, yeah. I hope you guys get something out of it. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.